Hello, I am ASMR Whittle, and today I will be answering the questions from the Q&A. So thank you guys for all of your questions. There were 10 questions, or actually there were multiple questions from 10 different persons, and I look forward to answering them. And thank you so much for your support and your questions. I wanted to do a Q&A because my channel is starting to approach 2k subs, so it was sort of in anticipation of that. And as you can see, it's sweater season here in Norway. You know by what I mean, the air is now so cold because it's out in we are far into September, so the air outside is so cold that I have to start wearing sweaters when filming. I can, so you probably will not be seeing me that much in t-shirts in my videos going forward before spring arrives. But yeah. Also, this may be the final Q&A video of this year. I did a question and answers video earlier this summer, and when I do one now. So this may be the final question and answers video this year, but there may come new Q&A videos, but I suspect the next one will probably not come before next year, because I don't want to be doing too many Q&A videos, you know. Even though I really enjoy answering your questions, but I feel like it should feel sort of special and not come too often, if you get what I mean. Yeah. Not just to be clear, not because I think I'm super special, but because I think all Q&As for any ASMR creator, any person is special. Like, it's sort of often the kind of thing you do when you want to celebrate what you passed a certain amount of subscribers, or a way to celebrate your subscribers, things like that. Yeah. Sorry if I'm being a little stumbly with my words now, but I stumble a little in my own words, but this is a Q&A video, so we're going to just accept my clumsiness today when it comes to those words. Also, before I answer your questions, a few weeks ago, I made I had a video where you could guess things, and I allowed people to guess which type of political ideology I belonged to, or which I sympathized with, and I can now answer that question. I am both a centrist and a neutral. I stand in the center of the political spectrum and can see aspects of all sides of politics, or most sides of politics at least, most sides. But I'm also often very politically neutral, and that means I'm not really on one or the other side most often. So that's, to make it simple, that's pretty much where I am politically, and this is especially the case in terms of Norwegian politics. I am very neutral. So anyway, now I want to begin by just now answering the questions. Okay, so Wildcard ASMR, by the way, you are such a cool and original ASMR artist. Just have to say that. Mine are probably relatively basic, Wildcard ASMR said. And his first question is, what are your favorite TV shows? Oh, that's a great question. I have some, actually. I have some shows from the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which probably are my favorites, like Loki. I look so forward to Loki season 2. Yay! I'm like a child waiting for Christmas when it comes to I just bubbles inside me when I think about Loki season 2. I'm looking so forward to watching it. Sorry. And I also enjoy What If, and I look forward to What If season 2, which is also Marvel Cinematic Universe related. Other than that, I enjoy the Disney Plus series called For Parallels. I think it's just a mini series with 6 episodes, but it goes into multiverse and parallel timelines, so I enjoy that. And I enjoy Once Upon a Time immensely. I love Once Upon a Time. And I also love Friends, actually. It's been a while since I've watched Friends now, but I love Friends. You know, a sitcom from the 90s, love it. Watched all 10 seasons of it. I have it on Blu-ray, actually. And I have Once Upon a Time on Blu-ray too, but Once Upon a Time I can also just watch on Disney Plus if I wish. So that would be some of my favorite television shows. What do you enjoy most about creating ASMR content? To be honest, what I enjoy most is there are 2 things I enjoy most. I enjoy filming. I enjoy being in front of the camera and film the content and being creative with what I can do from day to day. It allows me to sort of express my creativity in a way I have not been able to previously do in my life. But I also enjoy, one of the things that I also enjoy most about ASMR is the people, the comments, the people I get to sort of interact with in the comments, the human beings, and helping others, helping them relax and feel better, and just all the support and all the friendliness and support there is in the ASMR community, and sometimes even just interacting with other ASMR artists as well. That's what really makes this like a full experience and fully worth it, and that's why I sort of want to do this and sort of continue to do this and have it sort of as a life. To me, this has become sort of like a part of my daily life, and I don't want to be without it. That's why I want to do this for many years to come, if it be possible, because it means a lot to me. It does, and it gives my life. I felt my life had meaning before too, but it gives my life additional meaning, and I think it's important for everyone to find some meaning in life, and this gives my life a lot of meaning. So I'd say that. But the part which I can also add, what the part which I do not like about creating ASMR is the uploading process. Yes, I am not really an uploading type of person. It's possible some people love the uploading process. I do not love it. It's actually I just despise having to wait while the video uploads and stuff like that. I'm not fond of it. No. But filming and interacting with people and stuff like that, love it. It's great. What is your favorite seasonal holiday? I can say that immediately. Christmas. I love Christmas. I suspect that's what this means, at least. Yeah, Christmas time is great. I mean, I love summer and summer vacation, but Christmas is great. Yeah. I just love Christmas because it's so magical, and I love the atmosphere, the music. I often start listening to Christmas music as early as late October, actually, or early November, and that's because that's when my mom started to listen to Christmas music when she was alive. So yeah. So Christmas is probably my favorite in many ways, but I also enjoy summer. If it's sunny and great warm weather, I can enjoy summer a lot. But I love the magical fantasy atmosphere, fairy tale atmosphere of Christmas. It's fun and great, and it really hits the depths of my soul in a way. Now you just have to apologize because I just need to cough a little. Okay, thank you Wildcard ASMR for your great questions. Thank you. But now we're moving on to the next question or questions. Fanny asked, have you ever been to France? No, but it's actually one of the locations I'd love to visit in the future, along with the US, New York, London in England, and of course with Paris in France. So yeah, I also have a fondness for Australia, and maybe like Sydney, for example, in Australia. But it's England, France, and the US which I have, which I have sort of wanted to visit, and I've sort of also wanted to visit Stockholm, the capital of Sweden. I have been to Sweden before, but not to the capital. So yeah, so to answer your question, no, I have not been in France, but I may be there sometime in the future. Do you know any French? I must disappoint you, no. I do not know French. I have never taken any French language class or anything like that. I have no idea how to speak French. I think it's so cool. It's super cool. The people what can speak French, that's super cool. You know, it's so super cool that you know what language. But I must just be honest with you. I cannot speak French. Yeah, and French is a very cool language to know how to speak. And in case I go back to Norway soon, what are your favorite places in Norway? My favorite places in Norway, that's that's a good question. I'd say my hometown. Okay, I don't want to advertise where my hometown is, but I love my hometown. But other than that, I enjoy the capital. I mean, it can be a little noisy at times, but I enjoy certain parts of the capital. There are some parks and areas of the capital I enjoy, and I sort of, even though it's probably one of the noisiest parts of Norway, I sort of enjoy the main square of the capital as well. You know, the area in between the castle and the parliament. It's very lively there. That's not usually my thing, but I have some fond memories from that. So I'm going to go with the capital, but also Trondheim. When I was in Trondheim, it's one of the big cities of Norway, and it was a really cool place. And we visited the Nidaros Cathedral, and that was very cool. So I'd say I go with the capital in Norway. No, I go with the capital and Trondheim, and of course go with Norway too. There are a few other places as well which I have enjoyed, but I'd say those two are my favorite places. Okay, yeah. So thank you for your questions. Thank you. Yeah, and then I think Fanny came with a greeting in French. I'm not going to, which was very nice of you. Thank you. I'm not going to read that greeting because it would sound utterly terrible if I tried to speak French, like seriously. But thank you for your greeting. I appreciate it. Gu asked, favorite genre of music and favorite band artist. Oh my god. Oh, that's a cool question. My favorite. I don't really have a favorite band, so to speak, but my favorite genre of music is very different from a lot of other people. I enjoy fantasy type of music, orchestral music, and epic music. I enjoy sort of music that are like orchestral, interwoven with fantasy or fairy tale aspects. I actually also enjoy Phantom of the Opera. I'm not usually an opera type of person, but Phantom of the Opera I enjoy. I actually enjoy it more when the classical instruments are used more. While there are songs in terms of modern pop music, I do enjoy. I'm not really a modern pop music type of person, to be honest with you. I enjoy things like Two Steps from Hell, epic music, and I enjoy Celtic Woman, and I enjoy a fantasy fairy tale music artist called for Felicia Ferrer, and so that's the type of music. And I also enjoy Secret Garden. You can see Secret Gardens in there. yeah, which is a Norwegian sort of fairy tale, mysterious music. It essentially Celtic mysterious fantasy and epic music, all things which connects more to the level of fantasy and what deep mysterious feeling. I enjoy that, but I can also enjoy some science fiction music at times actually. So yeah, that's the kind of music I enjoy. Have you played or do you play any instrument? I will be completely honest there. No, I have no idea how to play any instrument. I have never been talented at that. What makes you happy? Oh, there are so many things that makes me happy. Being alive, for one, makes me happy. Just being a part of this journey of life makes me happy, and that's even on days where it's challenging to be alive. Even those I appreciate in my own way. And but also just small moments like reading a good book, playing a game I like, or just fantasizing about the words in my head, or just doing this, answering your Q&A, doing ASMR and connecting, communicating with you people, and just doing ASMR in general, just really everything and a lot of things really. But also sometimes just having a good day, or eating a good muffin, eating a pizza. There are so many, or just meeting, like, or for example when I meet my sister and we go for a walk and we talk, or when I meet other people I know and we go for and I go for a walk with them and talk about their days and stuff like that. Just stuff like that, just basic stuff in life which are just which immensely makes me happy and makes me happy to be alive. I'm generally a very happy person. I have days where I'm not as happy too, but mostly I'm a happy person. And I want to give the world light and happiness if I can. What is okay, and over to, by the way, I would just compliment you Go for those great questions. Thank you. Fiona K asked, what is your favorite hobby aside from ASMR? Thank you. I'd say my favorite hobby is writing. I have 4 favorite hobbies, I suspect, or I actually maybe several. Writing. I love to write and write about various fantasy words in my head and stuff like that. And alternate timelines and stuff like that. I just enjoy. And but also reading, gaming, and watching movies and TV series and stuff like that. That's some of my favorite hobbies. I also enjoy taking a walk on sunny days, but also sometimes on snowy days in winter when there is this magical Christmas type of landscape. Both the summer and the winter days are enjoyable in each own right. Hunts ASMR asked, and again I'm just going to Hunts ASMR. The next 3 questions are from Hunts ASMR. But before I answer, I'm just going to say to you, Hunts ASMR, you make great ASMR. It's very relaxing, and it's so fun to see you doing so well with your channel and starting to approach 10k if you haven't already reached 10k. I haven't checked recently, so I'm not sure, but you're at least around 10k somewhere. So yeah. Anyway, your questions. The first question you Hunts ASMR asked is, what helps you feel better when you're feeling down? When I'm feeling down, I can often be in a place where I can feel frustrated, upset, and very angry without much reason, at times inside me. But when eventually it just calms down, it goes like 20 minutes or so, and then I just find all the positive stuff again. And then what I say to myself is what it's a part of life to feel angry at times, because it's just sometimes you have to go through those feelings too. And but mostly I'm a good person, and what even took I'm a good person, I'm allowed to feel frustrated and upset at times too. Like, life isn't supposed to just be this joyride 24/7. It's sometimes there are moments of frustration too, and I say to myself it's allowed to have those moments too. And then I make myself feel better by for example just planning my days onwards, by focusing on the good things in life. Like, it can just be small things like eating a muffin or a cake, moments I appreciate, or just gaming or writing or or just paying attention to some friendly comments on my ASMR channel. Just various things which can make me feel happy and better again. So there are I have a lot of ways to sort of make myself recover when I felt a little down. But most often I am happy. But we all have our moments, and I have my moments too. But thank you for the question. Sweet or savory food? Okay, not being that well versed in English, I'm not entirely sure what. I know what sweet food means. I'm not entirely sure. If you wouldn't mind, I'm just going to Google savory here. Okay, I suspect. Okay, I suspect. I'm not sure entirely what the answer, but I suspect I enjoy both sweet and savory food, because savory means tasteful, something, doesn't it? Something like that. Yeah, sort of embarrassing, because not being well versed in everything of English, I'm not always certain what certain things means. Sweet, yes. If you guys don't mind, I'm going to just Google what sweet or savory means here. Savory is... okay, so sweet is sugary and savory is often salty. Okay, I enjoy both, I can say that. I enjoy both in each their own right. I'd say it like that. Maybe when it comes to... If you think about candy, yeah, candy probably isn't considered food. I'd say I like sweet when it comes to candy, but when it comes to food, I probably prefer savory, but I can enjoy sweet. I think that's how I put it. Favorite season? I think summer and winter maybe, but I enjoy autumn and spring too, but maybe summer and winter. Because in winter there's often in Norway this magical snow fairy tale landscape, which in this valley town region I live in is absolutely stunning and beautiful. But in summer it's beautiful and green and warm, and I love it. I love both. So I say winter and summer, but I enjoy spring and autumn in their own rights too. Okay, Floran asked, would you rather be a samurai, a pirate, or a cowboy, and why? That was a very cool question, thank you. Huh. What about, I could be a ninja, for example. Just kidding. I'm not ninja material anyway. I don't think that was very difficult, because I sort of pirate. I'm not really a pirate type of person. Then again, I'm not a samurai cowboy type of person either. I am going to say that I should have. My initial thought was I'd say cowboy, because it's I sort of have an admiration for that thing, but when my heart sort of goes more towards pirate, because I sort of while I sort of shy away from the sea, I've also had a sort of weird attraction to the sea at times, and for a few, I enjoyed when I played the Assassin's Creed Black Flag game, for example, and I sailed with the ship on the sea. No, it's not exactly the same as being a real pirate, to put it mildly, but and I enjoy the Pirates of the Caribbean movies and the islands and sea. I'm going to go with pirate. I'm not fit for that life, but my heart just goes with pirate immediately, so I'm going to go with pirate. Carola Tesla asked, do you watch anime? If so, which one is your favorite? No, I have not watched anime for a long time, but there's one I at least mostly there's one exception. I watched the What If cartoon anime of the MCU. So I enjoyed the, I'd say What If. I enjoy the What If series. That series where they take on alternate timelines of the MCU in anime form. But when I was young, I enjoyed Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I enjoyed Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And I enjoyed the opening them and all of it. So I've watched like all of the seasons. I think, when I was a teen. So I could go with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I haven't watched it in many years, and I've never watched that final movie, but so I'm going to go with What If and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. However, keep in mind I do not watch anime, a lot of anime, but I know there are a lot of cool animes there, and I know there are a lot of cool animes, but are for older ages too. So yeah. So Joshin asked, I always see you in that awesome Crash Bandicoot shirt. Thank you. What's your favorite Crash Bandicoot game? Oh, that was a cool question. I enjoy all the Crash Bandicoot games in their own right, but my favorites may be Crash. I'd say Crash Team Racing, and then Crash It's About Time, that newest single-player game, and I also enjoy Crash Twinsanity, that Xbox game. I enjoy Twinsanity too. You know, where Cortex and Crash Bandicoot teams up and we have to defeat those two birds, you know. And flying birds with these things on them. But also Crash Team Racing, because I enjoy the racing game, especially the remastered, especially the new updated racing game, which also includes areas from Crash Nitro Kart and some new areas as well to play through. So I enjoy that. But I enjoy a lot of the original Crash trilogy as well. Of those three, I'm not sure I have a favorite, because I enjoy each of them in their own right. But I remember last time I played it, I really enjoyed playing Crash Warped, the third. So maybe I'll go with that as one of my favorites. But I also loved Crash 4, It's About Time. That was also a great game. Thank you for the question. ASMR Biz asked, how many languages do you know? I know Norwegian and English. That's the languages I know. I have to be honest about that. I know English and I know Norwegian, and I usually in my day-to-day life I speak native Norwegian, but I speak English a lot with myself. But there are a few words and sentences here and there I struggle with, of course, not being a native English speaker. So that's the two languages I know and can speak. I do not really know. I can also understand Swedish and Danish, especially Swedish, because Swedish is very similar to Norwegian in some ways. But I can understand some Danish too. Most Norwegians can understand some Danish, and they can definitely understand Swedish. But it's generally easier for me as a Norwegian to read Danish, and more challenging to read Swedish. But when it comes to talking, it's easier to understand Swedish than Danish. But I can understand Danish sometimes too. So yeah. And then I'm not sure what the username of this user is fully, because I don't really get it up fully in the comments here. But DFGHG asked, what is your biggest ambition? My biggest ambition, I try not to get caught up in too many ambitions. I have a sort of dream of becoming a writer maybe, but my biggest ambition right now is just continuing to do this, help people relax, and continuing to do ASMR because I enjoy it, and just see how far I can come in ASMR. I don't have any big ASMR ambitions or anything like that, but I'm just so grateful for all the support I received, and it's been enjoyable to do. And I think my biggest ambition right now is continuing to do ASMR and continuing to sort of just be a part of the ASMR community and just continue to do this, and yeah, and just celebrate the various what's it called, just continue to sort of sorry if I'm not lost for words here apparently, just continue to sort of enjoy doing this as I go on, and to celebrate all of the milestones, and but more importantly to just continue to do this for you guys, and to just continue sort of sharing ideas with you, and using my creativity to continue to do these videos. I'd say that's my biggest dream and ambition right now. But thank you for the question. Thank you for the question. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. So thank you so much for all of your questions. I'm sorry if I got some of your usernames wrong. But I hope you all understand who was asking which question anyway. These were some really great questions, and I really enjoyed answering them. I'm just going to be certain now what I have answered every question here. So, okay, yes, 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 yes. Okay, yes, I have answered every question. Okay, thank you for your questions. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's always enjoyable answering your questions. And I want you to know I appreciate you all, and I look forward to continue doing this for what I hope will be a long time to come. Thank you.